Hey everyone, it's David. Welcome to SoulFish. I am super happy you're here. What happens when your expectations of other people aren't met? You know, for a lot of us, we're waiting for proof. We're waiting for validation that somehow you're a good person, right? That somehow you're worth whatever we have to give, right? Or the behavior that we witness, the things that we see, people's inability to be courteous, people being self-absorbed, selfish, greedy, all of your kind of sins, right? All those avarices, right? It really starts to make you wonder. It makes you wonder and gives you a perspective a lot of times that an us against them perspective. And I think the practice is not steeping to that, not lowering yourself and responding in a way to the stimulus that you're receiving or to what you witness and thinking, God, what's wrong with you, right? It's been funny over the last several weeks. And as we went through that eclipse energy and the changes that are still going on over the next few months, there's still a lot of anxiety, kind of anxiousness surrounding how we deal with other people as witnesses to what we do and as our witness to what they do, and how we're supposed to behave. How do we respond to that? If somebody does something and it tweaks you and it really gets you going, then that's on you. That's on you, because you're supposed to come from a different place of understanding. When you just react like an energetic signature, temperature goes up and you automatically start to boil. That's not you having control over your beingness. That's not you having control over how you're supposed to respond and react. And ultimately, it messes with your spirit body. Ultimately, you carry that signature with you. So even though whatever the other person did affects you, you let it affect you in a negative way, and then you carry that. It may or may not affect them based on what you say, do, or whatever in response. But ultimately, it's what you're carrying that I care about. It's what you're carrying from what you witnessed, saw, interacted with, were exposed to, whatever. So during this time where we're all undergoing such tremendous change, please be patient, please be loving, please try not to react without taking a pause first. I know this is a lesson and a practice that I have to work on. When you're an energy sensitive, you sense, feel all sorts of things, and that does color sometimes how you feel about someone. And that's a judgment. That's a judgmental place to come from, and it's not appropriate. And so it's something that we have to work on. It's a weed we have to pull out of our garden, so that we can really understand what we're being shown. Compassion is the tool that allows you to view something differently from a different perspective than you normally would have. It's a product word, much like forgiveness or anything else is. You have to do some things in order to have compassion. You can't just say, oh, go have compassion, as if, like at that, you're just going to have compassion. You have to do things in order to develop compassion, or for compassion to emerge, right? And so in this time, when you feel tweaked, when you feel pushed, when your buttons are pushed, when you're not quite getting what's going on with the other person, and it may or may not affect you negatively, you may just be witnessing that. You don't want that to color you and how you now respond for the next 5 minutes, 30 minutes, 2 hours, right? In rehashing all of that stuff. You want to be able to understand it, in other words, witness it, and then you be you and allow them to be them. In you being you, you help to lift everything and everyone around you when you don't succumb to those negative feelings and change how you're responding to things. Hope this helps. Be well.